Happy Tuesday, my friends, and welcome back into another edition of Prime Sports World. I'm your host, David On Point Huffman, right there, joined by my co-host, Mr. TJ Hopkins, and Israel Rivera, the CEO of Prime Sports World. And on today's episode of The Prime, we're going to be talking about the second round of the NBA playoffs, because we got some doozies of some series. The second round of the playoffs has been extremely entertaining. So thank you very much for checking us out. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. We also have links to all of our streaming platforms, including our website as well, where you can go check out the latest mock draft that Izzy put out. Now that the Atlanta Hawks won the draft lottery yesterday or Sunday, unless you didn't put that
on yet, David.
Jump for the gun. But look for that content soon. It's going to be on that website.
I'm still working on it.
What's up, gentlemen? How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Get those beards up, DJ. What's up, man?
Yeah, come on, DJ.
I work nights. I'm literally.
He's tired. It's all
right. He'll fire it up. Let's get because when we get to say that he was right later in the show, I'm sure he's gonna wake up a little bit, Lil.
That'll be good.
Yeah. Let's start in the Western Conference. Actually, telling him he's right. He's going to start right away. Oklahoma City Thunder came back last night and tied up the series against the Dallas Mavericks. This series is now tied at 2 games apiece, with Dallas taking game 3 and game 2, and Oklahoma City winning game 1 and game 4. Let's talk about who has the advantage and why can't Dallas seem to close games. Seems to be kind of their bugaboo. They were up big in game 4, not big, but 8 points or so. That's a game you probably should close out and win, especially on your own building. What do you think the issues are with the Dallas Mavericks, and who has the advantage moving forward in this series, as Dallas has played better than Oklahoma City for 75% of this series so far?
Honestly, I think it's real simple. I think, one, in this series alone, I think you had them on the ropes last night. You blew it. And I think, shooting, I forget what the percentage, I think they shot under 60% from the free throw line. They were abysmal from the free throw line last night. I mean, very uncharacteristic of this Mavericks team, very uncharacteristic of Luka not to hit free throws in the
he's actually notoriously not a great free throw shooter as it is. I think he shoots under 75% from the free throw line as a
in the clutch, though. I expect Luka to make those last 2 free throws, but neither him or Kyrie had played. Didn't play well in this game. Even though I know Luka had a triple double, you attested to it, David.
52% from the line as a team for the Mavericks last night. 52
in his sleep. Yeah. So Luka, even though he had a triple double, he averages, like you said, David, the other time we were on here. It's like triple doubles. He gets it in his sleep, right? But just
she shot it 6 for 20 from the field in that game. I mean, 7 turnovers.
So I think it's that, and it's the fact that it's Kyrie hasn't had a great scoring series. And I said it last night. I said Kyrie Irving. I think it's more impactful when he is scoring 25, 30 a night, as opposed to guys like PJ Washington and Derrick Jones Jr., who both combined for 38 points. I'd rather have Kyrie Irving have those 30 points and those guys have 10 to 15 points, because then I think it's more impactful for the Dallas Mavericks, in my opinion. And then I think in the second half,
think the other issue is I think the Dallas Mavericks doesn't have anybody who can check SGA. Like, he literally should be able to get his whatever he wants every single trip down the court. And when he's aggressive like he was last night, I mean, they're going to be tough to beat no matter who the opponent is, especially with this Dallas. I mean, Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, 2 guards. They're not they're not great defenders, and SGA basically got whatever he want last night.
They had a great opportunity to go up 3-1 last night, and they should have. And I think the second half adjustment was Oklahoma City just came out hustling a little bit more. They got to every loose ball. They were able to, get into their offensive sets a little quicker. SGA was really great in the mid-range. But, honestly, I'm going to say this, though. The refs have been a little suspect. That non-call, whatever the hell that was, that Jalen Williams had in the corner there, should have been a double dribble. He ended up getting a dunk. That's some type of momentum there. I think the game was tied. They went up 2, or he tied the game with that dunk. I don't like that shit. You have 3 guys out there watching one ball. Get calls right. You know what I mean? There's no excuse for that. But hit your free throws, you win this game. So that's all I have to say about that.
TJ.
I said it last night. Hey, you can't shoot 50% from the line and expect to win. That's the game right there. Like, Oklahoma City probably missed 1 free throw the whole game. They shot the same amount of free throws.
They did miss 1 free throw. 23 to 24.
That's the game.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's literally the game. Like,
and that a lot to do with their closing out. I mean, they make their free throws, they close out this game.
Hey, that's the game. Like, Dallas don't need to change anything other than make your free throws. Other than that, they played fine. They played well. Like when you sit back and you say, "Hey, we played well enough to be up 3-1." Well, why aren't you up 3-1? Well, game 4 we shot 50% from the line. That's the game.
Yep.
Like, literally, that's the game.
And I think obviously I talk about Kyrie. I mean, he does need to play, but I think he needs to be a little bit more aggressive scoring. But you get 38 points between Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ Washington. One of those 2 stars has to close it out and has to play well. Neither of them did. And I think that's where you have the series being tied right now, 2-2. You had a great opportunity to put these young guys down 3-1 going back to Oklahoma City. Now you give them momentum 2-2 going back into a tough place to play.
So who has the advantage?
Well, obviously the Oklahoma
there
does.
is an advantage. Like, it's 2-2. Like, Dallas won in OKC. OKC's won in Dallas. This is pretty even. This is a wash.
So
Well, I would say Oklahoma City has the advantage because they got 2 games at home here.
Yeah, I mean, also they stole a game they shouldn't have won. I mean, in game 4. I'm still sticking with my Dallas pick in 6. I still think that Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving are a better twosome than whoever you want to pair with SGA on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Although Oklahoma City Thunder is pretty deep, I will still go Dallas in 6.
Yeah, the way it's been, man. Go ahead, TJ.
No, I said Mavs in 7, so it is what it is.
Man, you know what? Oklahoma City showed me something last night. They could have folded as a young team on the road, but they didn't. I'm gonna go Oklahoma City in 7. I said, what did I say? 6? I don't even. I think did I say 5?
I don't remember.
I can't remember, but yeah, I had Oklahoma City winning this series. I still got Oklahoma City winning this series. Kyrie has to play better for them to be, for the Mavericks to move on.
On the other side of the bracket, when we reviewed this, when we talked about this series last week, we thought me and Izzy both said the series was over. It was going to be over in 4 or 5 games. Yeah. That is for sure not going to be the case. TJ gets to say, yeah, I was right about that, as Denver ripped off 2 victories in Minnesota, tie this series back up 2 games apiece. Let's talk about this series. What's been the difference between Denver and game 3 and 4, but just in general, what's been the difference between these 2 teams? They can't just since game 2, I guess. And who has the advantage moving forward?
Well, hey TJ, you want to talk since you were right about them coming back? I already know what to say. Y'all, oh shit, my bad.
One difference. Hey, you got to give it to him. As a championship winning team. Mike Malone said it after game 2. They got embarrassed. Now, what are you gonna ain't shit I can say. There's nothing I can say that hasn't already been said. So what are you gonna do about it? you go to Minnesota and you return the favor. And Minnesota showed their youth and inexperience because it's like, oh, we up 2-0. They talking about us sweeping them. David up here. There's nothing that Denver shown me in these 2 games to convince me other. Yeah, and they got comfortable. And y'all forgot that the team that y'all playing is the defending championship with a 3-time MVP walking into your building.
I mean, Nikola Jokic has been just nothing short of incredible.
And said, let me remind y'all who the F I am.
Aaron Gordon has missed like 1 shot in the last like 2 games. Like he also hasn't missed from the 3-point line.
That's really been the difference. I mean, first, I mean they shot what 46% the first game. Denver did. Second game they shot. I'm looking at the stats right now. By the way, guys. Second game they shot 34% from the field. Last night they shot 57%. Or the last game they shot 57% from the field. In game 3 they shot. Game 3 I think they shot 53%. And last night in the game before that, game 4 they shot 57%. So I think honestly the last 2 games they just been making their shots. I mean, the third game was the Jamal Murray show, right? They were playing great defense on him, and he was literally making every single contested shot. He came out on fire.
That crazy shot he made from like near past half court,
it was magnificent.
And that's the demoralizing too. Go ahead.
And then the game 4, you got Aaron Gordon who went 10 for 10, and I kind of went on a little venting streak. I was like, what the hell? And like this dude he just comes out and scores 10 for 10. He made 10 straight shots before he missed a shot. What the hell? And I think even Anthony Edwards in the post game presser said the same thing. He's like, Aaron Gordon, like, come on, man.
I'm sick of here. He's like, I'm sick
of his shit. Like,
Aaron Gordon's gonna play like Michael Jordan. We're all gonna lose. We're gonna get smoked.
That, and then it's on top of Nikola Jokic is obviously gonna get his. So I just think the Denver Nuggets have come out and they've made an adjustment. In terms of attacking the pick and roll much more aggressively. They have used Minnesota's aggression against them, right? And I would say this: the first 2 games, they didn't get the calls, and sometimes when you chirp a little bit in the media, sometimes you'll get it, right? And so I think games 3, 4, I think refs see tape. They're saying Minnesota's playing real aggressive. They're hitting hands, they're hitting elbows. So they start to call guys
grabbing,
on fouls.
Pulling,
and they started to call guys on fouls that they weren't getting the games 1 and 2. So I think Minnesota needs to tone down a little bit on aggression. But look, let me tell you something. Game 4, I think me and David talked about it. Rudy Gobert in the last 5 minutes was absurdly terrible. Like he had. What was it, David? He had 2 offensive fouls. He had a travel.
He had travel. He had an offensive foul. He had a terrible pass out of the post. Yes. And then he battled for his own teammate on a rebound. It was just a series of terrible.
Like the battling his own teammate for the rebound. I don't.
It wasn't just for like 1 second. It wasn't like it was like a whole like they batted like it was so terrible.
But here's the thing with that. Like you don't you're not paying attention to that in the moment. You just see arms, right?
I've played basketball before. I'm aware.
Right. You just see arms. So like the travel that he got, like that's just Jokic being like Jokic pulled the chair on him.
Yeah, for sure. He was trying to do he was just trying to do too much down the stretch.
It's the lack of concentration. Like I think the T-Wolves had a bucket to turn it to 6, and for some reason they come down the court. Why the hell is Anthony Edwards? There's no screen, there's no switch, there's no nothing. How the hell does Anthony Edwards end up on Nikola Jokic down the court? If you're
they don't put Rudy Gobert on Nikola Jokic on their base defense anyways.
But why is
he's guarding Aaron Gordon who's been cooking his ass for like 2 straight games.
But why is Anthony Edwards ending up on Nikola Jokic when there's no screen, no switch?
I mean that's Karl-Anthony Towns
bringing up the ball down the court, and I think Anthony Edwards even was like, "What the hell's going on?" Like, Pat, somebody's supposed to be on him, not me. I'm not supposed to be on him. They go up 8 points. It's just lack of concentration down the stretch.
It's not just,
And I mean, it's not just Rudy Gobert. Karl Anthony Towns, at least in Game 4, just didn't have his offensive game, and it trickled into his defensive game because he was getting worked by Jokic.
So I say this: while Denver made adjustments, now Minnesota needs to make adjustments.
And I also think the fact that there's got to be something to be said to the fact that their head coach is behind the bench coaching from that's. And I hate to make excuses, but there's got to be something there where that just isn't it's not a good recipe for success.
Well, it looked damn
well.
I'm
not.
I mean, but if you need to make in-game adjustments, if you need to make in-game adjustments,
no, he's there. No, David, no, stop that. He's there. He's just not standing up on the sideline yelling He's still right. He's still doing all that stuff. No, David, no. Walk that one back expeditiously right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make that as an excuse.
Chris Finch is there. He's there. He's 100% there. The Rudy Gobert thing, that's that. But let's not act like Rudy Gobert didn't have Jamal Murray on him in the post a couple times, and they didn't feed him the ball.
That's true.
The thing is, Rudy Gobert just can't take advantage of those matchups on a regular basis.
Bro, lob the ball up to him, turn around and hook it in. You're 7'3". You're 7'3".
Not to
what
mention,
are you talking about?
That's one block all game. That's
on Ant-Man and them not getting him the ball and not recognizing. Oh, he has the person guarding Rudy Gobert in the post right now is 2 feet shorter than him. Get him the ball.
He got one block. He got one block all game.
I also
defensive player of the year, TJ Davis.
Stop it.
With one block in this game, in Game 4, then I'll say, damn it.
There's a lot of jump. He's for sure impacting. He's for sure impacting.
Izzy, your defensive player of the year lost 60 games. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear your complaint about
let's talk about advantage. Well, I'm not going down the rabbit hole here. Let's talk about advantage. Prediction for the rest of the series.
I just find it funny how the first 2 games went from Anthony Edwards is this up and coming, the next this, the next that, to Anthony Edwards has no help. He needs more help. It's funny. Ain't it fast how the narrative switched?
Oh, of course. That's all he knows. The media has a short memory.
Ain't it funny? Oh man.
But let's talk about advantage and who you got going the rest of the way. I'm still gonna take Minnesota in 7. I think they're gonna figure something out. I think they're gonna win tonight. So whoever wins tonight is winning this series. So who do you guys think?
Well, his history says that, right? Whoever wins Game 5, right? Due to I think Denver. Denver's got the advantage. Denver has the advantage, but I'm gonna pick Minnesota, but Denver has the advantage though. They got 2 more games at home. If Minnesota comes down, wins this game, they go back to Minnesota. Denver wins that one. I'm taking a Game 7 9 out of 10 times, and Denver Nuggets are probably gonna win that game, right, TJ? So advantage Nuggets, but I'm still gonna go. I want to go Timberwolves 7. But that's just me maybe being a hater. So,
I'm going Minnesota at 7. I'm not being a hater. I'm just rolling with it.
If you're Denver, you have all the momentum right now. Yeah. You have it all. You got to go win. Hey, it's shark. Hey, blood in the water, blood in the goddamn. You got to win. You win tonight. Then then they really gonna get tight. Then they really gonna get hands palms greasy because. They get down tonight. I can wholeheartedly see Anthony Edwards on some. Hey, I can win this shit by myself, and then you really got him. Because then Ant-Man ain't talking. He ain't focused on playing team basketball. He trying to be the hero, play and go 1-on-5.
But I think anything to get. I mean, if he can get it going how he was first 2 games. I think he had 44 points that first game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be the most
successful guy. Game 4 too, but he's
meant nothing.
He's got to be special on both. And I mean, I'm talking about an efficient 40. I mean, he's got to be the most special dude, and he's got to impact the game on both sides of the ball. in Minnesota, like I said, they got to make the adjustments. Whether it's on the pick and roll, I don't know how they're gonna have to change up their defense, but Minnesota's definitely been a little bit more aggressive on the pick and roll down the court, downhill, and they've definitely been using their aggression against them. So they're gonna have to make those adjustments in Game 5.
They won Game 4 the way that they did, and their best shooter scored 5 points. Michael Porter Jr. only had 5 points.
Yeah.
And they won it.
Moving into the Eastern Conference, we're not going to waste a lot of time on the first one. So the Boston Celtics obviously up 3-1. They won pretty. Yeah, they won. They squeaked the game out 3-1 over the.
Izzy has another great in this. In this.
So Donovan Mitchell is dealing with a calf injury. Did not play in Game 4. But do you give the Cavs a chance at all in coming back in this series and making things even interesting, or is it over?
Interesting how.
I mean, if they can win Game 5, I mean, they can go back to Cleveland in Game 6. I mean, anything's really possible. I mean, if LeBron's going to sit on courtside with his full bottle of wine, at the crib,
you know what? Actually, that's what we should be talking about more than this damn series or this game, because this shit's over with. I'm sorry for all that background noise, little Izzy. But yeah, I think we probably should be talking about that more. What the hell does that mean? What the hell was that?
He's from Cleveland. He grew up in Akron. He played in Cleveland.
Absolutely nothing.
Tyrese Maxey was at the game too. I mean, what is that? I mean,
Tyrese Maxey was at Dallas.
He was at Dallas. Tyrese Maxey was at that game. I mean, we're looking between the lines there. I mean, come on, he's a free agent too this offseason.
All right, David. You got me. It was Mother's Day.
He's an NBA player. Wants to watch an NBA playoff game. I mean, come on.
Hold on. No, first of all, there's a little bit of a pattern here with LeBron going to certain games, going to certain teams' games, and then he end up being in that team's uniform the next season. But anyways, the Cavs have no chance. Donovan Mitchell ain't coming back, and they played very valiantly last night. I think JB Bickerstaff is a hell of a coach. Mm-hmm. He's a hell of a coach, because what he was able to do was to keep that team involved. And I think if Darius Garland played a little bit better in the first half, I think they might have had a shot. But he had an abysmal first quarter. His next 3 quarters were great, but his abysmal first quarter, I don't think he scored a point in the first quarter. But yeah, this is Boston, man. I mean, they're so much above everybody, even New York and Indiana. And even with Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen and Cleveland, they're so much above the competition in the East that they're primed to go to the NBA Finals.
Did Donovan Mitchell play his last game in a Cavs jersey? Yes or no? Quick answer.
He didn't play last. You about my game 3?
Has he already played his last game in a Cavs jersey ever? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Yes,
I'm gonna go yes. I think the writing's on the walls there.
I
think he might play in Game 6 or in Game 5. I think maybe a prime. I don't know.
The issue that Boston is likely gonna run into is you don't want to wait to the NBA Finals to get tested. Like
they don't.
Like right now, it looks like you're gonna have 2 cakewalks. Like you dispatched Miami in 5. Heat fans, I don't want to hear shit about this is our skeleton crew. No, y'all were chanting we want Boston, and you got them.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. And it took you shooting. You got 1 game because you were historically hot, and then the next 3 games were ass whoopings. Cleveland, I said it at the when we did the preview. You just don't have it even fully healthy. Even with Mitchell healthy, Jared Allen healthy, you don't have enough. You don't have enough horses. You won your 1 game in Boston because Boston did what Boston does. Like, they fall in love with the 3 and they shoot too many. They are the literal definition of live by the 3, die by the 3. And when they turn and the crazy part about this is Jason Tatum has been average.
Yeah.
He's been average. he is not he's not shooting the ball well at all right now.
In the playoffs,
He's shooting
he
at
doesn't really shoot
23% from the 3-point line, 41% from the field. It's just
average.
Yeah, I mean, last night he had, but there's something to say about Jason Tatum. I see the evolution of his game. He's gotten so much better as a playmaker, especially in the half court. I mean, he's just if he's not getting it going, he realizes that he can get it going for.
He leads the Boston Celtics in assists.
Yeah, so
he actually has more assists than he has averaging more assists than anybody in this series.
And that's cool. And it's you hit the nail on the head. Like whether it's New York or the Pacers, if it's New York, all right, let's look at that. Like how long can you keep this up?
I mean, we'll talk about that in just a second. But
like
I think it's up already.
Like how long can you,
I know they're winning. I know they're winning right now, but there's no way you can continue to deal with the injuries that they're dealing with and continue to win series. Like they're going to get cooked by Boston.
And Indiana, like
Indiana has been a nice story, but they've beaten two teams that were not at full strength. They're going to get dismantled too.
Like so if you're Boston, like you're gonna go to the NBA Finals and you're either gonna face an OKC team who they gonna give you all they gonna give you all you can handle, a Dallas team who can damn show match your goal, Denver is Denver, or Minnesota. You're not gonna get fully tested until it's for all the marbles.
Yeah, all 4 teams in the West can give them.
All 4 teams in the West can beat them. I
don't think the Cavs can come back. I think Donovan Mitchell plays in Game 5, but I think this series is over in 5. I think it will be over tomorrow.
I think the Celtics beat the Cavs by like 30 points.
Yeah.
Is it tomorrow?
Or the next day, I don't remember. Moving on to the final Eastern Conference. I'll look it up in a second. The Knicks and the Pacers are playing right now. Just before halftime, the Knicks are up 14 points. But this series is currently tied at 2 games apiece. The Knicks both won both games in the Mecca. Pacers won 2 games in their house. If the injuries finally caught up with the Knicks, and who has the advantage as we move forward in this series? Obviously, the Knicks are up by 14 right now, but they're dealing with a bunch of injuries. OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson. I apologize.
At the half right now.
I apologize if I'm missing out on anybody else who may be out right now. Yeah, Jalen Brunson's got 24 points. They're playing a 7-man rotation right now.
I ain't gonna count the Julius Randle injury because like he's been out. Right, like he's been out. So, and like they went into the playoffs not having Julius Randle, so he's been gone. Like the OG injury is way more significant at this time than Julius Randle's injury. I think that I think Game 3 in Indiana was given to the Pacers. Like it was some stuff down that stretch that happened that was highly suspect in favor of Indiana, and it's just like okay, like you get
Nembhard 3.
That, and then like the whole they call the goaltend on the shot that had no chance of going in. Like but it hit the backboard. Like so what? It was not going. Like it hit the top left side of the backboard. It had no shot in going in.
If it hits any part of the backboard and they hit it, it's a goal. We saw that yesterday.
At some point you gotta hey, like I know that's going in. I know that's the rule, but come on,
that's not.
Like, they're not gonna change that rule.
And then you miss a goaltend on Siakam because Josh Hart has a breakaway layup that hits the backboard first. And I think it was either Siakam or Miles Turner that blocked it. You didn't call a goaltend on that. So it's like, and then Nembhard comes down.
They got raced out of the building.
Nembhard hit that damn 3.
and then Nembhard he has a game to forget because Jalen Brunson is cooking his ass. He's been cooking his ass all series.
Well,
And he's cooking his ass right now. He's got 28 points at halftime. He's got a plus 20 plus or minus right now in the game right now.
He's cooking right now. He's cooking. You know what? Even though I know the last 2 games they lost, I know the last game they lost by a lot, but I like the fact that Tom Thibodeau, and I know it's probably because OG is obviously down, but but I like the fact that he's turned into a heater off the bench, and that's Alec Burks. And I think he should have been playing Alec Burks.
He doesn't have a choice at this point.
He doesn't have a choice, David. You're damn right. But I feel like
to Izzy's point, he should have been playing the whole time.
He should have been playing.
Yeah, but we all know Tom Thibodeau. He doesn't play guys. Like he basically runs his guys into the ground, and there's nothing left. And this is getting to the point where there's nothing left.
Well, somebody said on the radio, and they made an interesting point that I hadn't do nothing but laugh and agree with him. He's like, and it pertained to the LeBron situation. Like they're talking about LeBron if he wanted to go to the Knicks or whatever. And I was like, whatever, he's not going nowhere. But anyways, like the Knicks guys have played so many minutes and they're still in their early 20s that they might as well be on the wrong side of 30 after this season.
Josh Hart is playing like he must be. Josh Hart's like in the greatest shape in the history of the NBA. Like he's literally playing every minute of every game, and he's just it's on.
That dude, Josh Hart, needs a Dr. Scholl's advertisement deal. He needs something. Like, what are you putting in your feet that are, you know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, who has the advantage? I think the Knicks have that guy, right? And Jalen Brunson, who just scored. How many points he's got in the first half, David?
28
points. He's absolutely special. I don't know I don't even know if he got any MVP votes, but he should have got some damn MVP votes.
He got I think he got like a third place vote.
He got a third place vote. I'm happy he got even a third place vote because he should have got something on the MVP vote.
He's gonna make an All-NBA team if that hasn't already been announced.
He's gonna make an All-NBA team.
So like here's the thing. Like the only game that convinced me, the only game that was like Indiana like was Game 4. Like was game, and like you can chop that one more up to the Knicks being just physically exhausted than Game 3. Game 3, the Knicks should have won that one. I'm here to say it. Like they got holes on some shit down the stretch. Like and unfortunately that's the way the ball rolled. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But Game 4 was the only one that's like, well, yeah, Indiana. Okay. That like they are just...
even if Indiana were to win this series, because they've beaten two teams that are like at half strength at this point in the season. Like they beat Milwaukee, who didn't have Giannis or Damian Lillard for stretches.
Down the stretch,
and now they're gonna, if they do beat New York, they're gonna beat them without, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson. I guess I'm not allowed to mention Julius Randle, but he's still an all-star level player that's not on this roster right now. Like.
Now, I'm not saying like don't mention him. I'm just saying like his injury has he's been out long enough for them to like adjust to like not having Julius Randle. That's what I'm saying. I know Julius Randle's still an all-star level player, but he's been gone for so long that people the Knicks have been without, like, they don't have Julius Randle. Yeah, they ain't had Julius Randle since February.
I think it's been longer than that.
Even more to the point.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Indiana in 7. I think the Pacers, the Knicks are gonna win tonight. I think the game is over. Indiana will win Game 6 in their crib.
You got them winning Game 7 in the Garden.
I think they're gonna get the game, even though Jalen Brunson's been playing out of his mind and will probably continue to do so. But I think that the fatigue on the Knicks is going to catch up with them. It's going to be a Game 7 in the Garden. Give me Indiana in 7.
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6.
For real. Knicks in 6.
I'll probably be wrong on this one, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, all of these series have been, like, outside of the Boston Cavs series, but they've been super good and super entertaining to watch on TV. Like, the playoffs have been fun so far.
Yeah,
they have been. I wish, the Eastern Conference was just, in terms of, whoever, was playing the Celtics was a little bit more competitive, but, is what it is. I actually would have preferred freaking Orlando to actually.
Of course you would have.
Like, no, not because I've been raving about them, but I think it would have been more competitive.
It would have been a better matchup for sure.
It would have been a better matchup.
Yeah, I think the size of Orlando. I think the size of Orlando would have been more frustrating than whatever's going on in Cleveland right now. But yeah, this has been our second round check-in. Thank you very much for checking us out here at Prime Sports World. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast, and keep an eye out for all the content. I'm going out of town this weekend, so I will not be back until Monday. So you guys all have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. And my friends, what do we do here at the Prime? My friends.
Bring the heat, baby.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
And
we still need to do that show like a teams that's like that got eliminated, like what they gonna do next, because it's some furniture moving going on that needs to be talked about, and some potential furniture moving that could happen that we definitely need to talk about.
I mean, yeah, the Hawks got the first overall pick, and like they had 3% odds to get the first overall pick. So we'll see. We'll see.
You got the Suns paying millions of dollars to 3 head coaches now. Like that's not being talked about. Like, bro, you paying Monty Williams bread, you paying Frank Vogel bread, and now you paying Mike Budenholzer. Like y'all.
And I forgot to give this shout out yesterday. Actually, I did give this shout out yesterday, but I forgot to add myself to the damn stage during the UFL show yesterday. Happy belated Mother's Day to all them mothers out there. God bless all you guys. I appreciate my mother. I love my mother. I'm sure you guys all love your mothers as well. We'll be back here
Absolutely. Love
next
you,
week. You guys all have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. Peace out, guys.
See ya.